Chapter 1: Force, Work and Energy. When we open a door, we pull it with our hand. When we close it, we push it with our hand. In other words, we apply force to move the door. The act of pulling or pushing is called force. We cannot see or touch force, but we can see what it can do. Force moves an object. When you push a chair, you apply force on it. If the force is sufficient, the chair moves. We apply force to push the pedals of a bicycle to make it move. Flowing water moves a boat because it has force. A bull pulls a cart because it applies force. Force is needed to pull or push something. You cannot move an object without using force. For example, you cannot push a ball without using force. To move a light object like a pencil, you use less force, and to move a heavy object like a table, you have to apply more force. While playing hockey, football, or cricket, you would have noticed that you can stop a moving ball, change its speed, as well as change its direction. To do so, you have to use some force. Thus, force can make things speed up, slow down, or change direction. Types of force. There are different types of force. Let's study some of them. Gravitational force. When you throw a pen, a key, or a piece of chalk with force, you observe that it rises up quickly, then stops and immediately falls back to the ground. It does not keep going upwards. This happens due to the gravitational force. Gravitational force or gravity is a force which pulls or attracts objects towards the center of the earth. We are held to the surface of the earth due to its gravity. If we want to throw an object upwards, then we will have to exert more force than the gravitational force of the earth. Once in the air, the object slowly loses its force and then gravity pulls it down. This force of gravitation is acting all the time on all the objects. Magnetic force. A magnet has the property to pull iron objects towards itself. This pull of the magnet is called magnetic force. Frictional force. There are hand brakes present on both wheels of a bicycle. When brakes are applied, they rub against the wheels. Friction between the brakes and the wheel slows down the bicycle, and you can stop or slow down your bicycle. By applying brakes, sometimes to stop, you place your foot on the ground. The friction between the foot and the ground brings the bicycle to a halt. Friction helps to light a matchstick. The rough surface of the matchbox provides friction to the matchstick to light. Friction, a necessary evil. Friction helps a rolling ball on the ground to stop. We cannot hold slippery things such as wet soap and ice because their smooth surface provides very little friction. Friction slows down motion, but it also provides the grip necessary for motion. Frictional force helps us walk. If there was no friction on the surface that we are walking on, we would slip or fall. Friction is necessary, but too much friction is not good. Some machines have parts that constantly rub against each other. This creates friction between the parts and they get worn out. To save these parts from damage and reduce friction, we oil them. Work. Work is said to be done when a force is able to move an object from one place to another. If the object does not move on applying force, then no work is done. For example, if you push a wall and it does not move, then no work is done. If you kick a football and it moves from its place, then work is said to be done. Similarly, reading, talking, sleeping, thinking, carrying a heavy object, or standing in one place does not involve any work. No force is exerted to cause movement of any object in such cases. Energy. We cannot do work or apply force without energy. Energy is capacity of a body to do work. A man can push open a door or carry heavy load from one place to another because of his muscular energy. Sources and types of energy. Some sources of energy are sun, wind, water, and fuels. The sun is the main source of energy on the earth. Let's study some different forms of energy. Solar energy. The energy that we get from the sun is called the solar energy. Plants use solar energy to carry out photosynthesis in order to make food in their green leaves. We eat this food. Solar energy is also used to generate electricity with the help of solar panel or a solar cell. Electrical energy. Fans, washing machines, refrigerators, and other electrical appliances work on electricity because electricity has energy. It is known as electrical energy. Wind energy. Wind is caused due to the movement of air. The energy of moving air can be used for rotating a windmill. When a windmill rotates, it moves machines called turbines, which generate electricity. It is also used for grinding grain and for pumping water out of a well. Boats can sail with the help of energy of the wind. Heat energy. Heat has energy, thus, it can make things work. Motor vehicles work on heat energy. On burning fuels, heat and light are produced. Petrol, diesel, compressed natural gas, kerosene, wood, and coal are commonly used as fuels. Heat energy is also used for cooking food. Fuels such as kerosene, liquefied petroleum gas, coal, and wood are used for cooking food.